In this video, I'll show you how to create a thread on your 3D prints in Fusion 360 for both male and female parts so you can fix both together. So let's jump in. Throughout this video, I'll be creating a small pot with a lid to show you how I create the thread feature. The pot portion of this design that's going to house the female thread is simply a 50mm circle, extruded 20mm high and shelled out, leaving 2mm thick walls. And the lid side housing the male thread is another 50mm circle, extruded 5mm tall, with an 8mm long protrusion inset by 2mm. The 2mm inset is to match the thickness of the walls on my female part, and the 8mm will come to be the length of my thread. Now I have the two base parts I want to fix together, it's time to create the threads. As you might know already, Fusion 360 has a command that automatically creates threads for you at standard sizes used all over the world. You can find this in the Create tab under the Hole command, and once the command is selected, you just need to simply select the circular face you're looking to apply the thread to. After doing so, we're now going to take a look at the pop-up menu that should appear. The very first thing you need to do is tick the modeled box, because right now it is quite literally just showing an image of a thread, and obviously this isn't what we're looking for, and once ticked you'll notice a big difference in how your model now looks. Here we need to look at the type of thread we're modeling. I've always used the isometric thread types. I'll be sticking with the same size it's given me, as this currently matches the diameter of the hole in my model, but we can always quite simply reduce the diameter of the thread using the drop down box. If you want to make it larger, then you're going to need to make some more amendments to the base model before doing so. Moving on to the designation, we can now decide the pitch of the thread. In my case, I'm using a 4.5mm pitch. The pitch is the distance from one thread peak to the next, so if you measure along the thread, each turn advances the male part 4.5mm. This is important to consider, as a large pitch will fully screw into place using less turns than a shorter pitch. Lastly, I'm going to select the remember size box at the bottom of the menu for when I come to thread my male part. Feel free to unselect the full length box and assign a length to how deep our thread will go. Just make sure that the length selected is slightly longer than the male thread. I'll be making this 12mm deep. Just like that, that's one side of the thread complete. And since I keep using these terms, before I continue, I want to quickly explain what male and female threads are for those who don't know. And the simplest way to understand this is to treat this the same way you would with the birds and the bees. Female has a hole, and male has a pole. The pole goes into the hole. Okay, I think you get it. Subscribe for more of that. Anyway, let's move on to the male thread. So now I've opened my counterpart, I'll pull out the thread command once again and apply it to the outer curved face, ensuring it's modelled and not just a picture. In this case, the thread should be full length, and once the same size, designation and direction is applied, press OK to confirm. At this point in time, we have two parts with two threads, so it should work, right? Well, no. As it stands, both threads match one another perfectly. So when I begin to twist the parts together, there's no leeway between each other, and it's going to generate a huge amount of friction between the faces of the threads that are touching, ultimately locking them together. To avoid this, I'll be offsetting the threads slightly on my male part using the offset face tool found under the modify tab. Once the tool is selected, just click on the top and bottom face of the thread and apply an offset of -0.1 to -0.2mm. The reason this is a range is due to many factors, including the 3D printer itself, so give it a go and find what works for you. In my case, when applying a -0.2mm offset on my particular 3D print, I found that there was too much slack between the parts, making for a sloppy connection. And with that final feature, you have everything you need to start 3D printing. Anyway, subscribe.